dreams that reached far beyond the desert of Glendale, Arizona. They came from the corners of our great nation. One, if by land, two, if by air, looking to etch their way into history, or at least rub microphones with the big boys. But marching through that valley with small cameras and smaller wallets was no easy task.
Sound familiar? The immaculate voice, impeccable timing, and brilliant writing. It can only be our Emmy Award-winning reporter Tom Rinaldi. Now, Tom is so well esteemed that our country's up-and-coming reporters are like young bands making a tribute album. This story was from two guys who run a college football podcast called The Solid Verbal. And we now welcome the real Tom Rinaldi to the show. And Tom, what did you think of their attempt at being you?
I gotta tell you, if mockery in the right mind frame can be viewed as flattery, then sign me up. I thought it was absolutely brilliant and beautifully exploited everything that I do poorly. To capitalize on every flaw that I have for melodrama, all the things I'm trying to stay away from, they targeted in on and beautifully enunciated. I thought it was great.
Well, now, what do you think they need to improve on to become better Rinaldi impersonators?
Well, again, that depends on what their goal is. I think they've already nailed it if their goal was to mock what I do. If it's actually to do things that are meaningful, moving, and poignant, I think they may want to move in a significantly different direction. But in terms of mimicking me, I thought they did just a really great job, from the score to the pacing, etc. They certainly have seen their share of our Sports Center features, no doubt about that.
Hey, you know, mockery, like you said, it's flattery. Now, these guys, Ty Hildenbrandt and Dan Rubenstein, they're watching right now. They've been tweeting about you all day. What's your lasting message to them?
I saw those guys, and I should have introduced myself. Maybe it would have turned out differently if I had. I saw them during Media Day. I think in particular maybe during the Oregon session of Media Day. It was a bad job by me not to introduce myself to them. But anyone, I would really encourage anyone to get on Solid Verbal and watch it. They're very, very witty. They're very, very clever. And they have a great take on things. Obviously, we serve fans maybe in a different way and in a different spirit than they do, but there's more than enough room for the way they serve fans. I think it's really well done.
Your stories make us think. Sometimes they make us cry. They always leave an impression. But this is rock star stuff, Tom. How does it feel to have young journalists molding themselves after the great Tom Rinaldi?
You know, I'm not sure about all this molding themselves and a different level and, you know, et cetera. In fact, I think it might be a little bit more like being in the crosshairs than it is being placed on the pedestal. Not that I don't deserve to be in the crosshairs. I do for a lot of the stuff that I do, no question. But if that's what they were going for, no matter what their intention, I'm honored that they would devote their energy to it. I am.
All right. Well, Tom Rinaldi, a great reporter and even better sport. Really appreciate you coming here. And I know those guys really appreciate you talking about their stuff. And, you know, solid job, even in answering questions, the great Tom Rinaldi.
One last thing. Slow down in the delivery. That would be it. That would be our parting shot.
Well done, Tom.